King Cobra. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Retrospect. I'll be your host this evening. My name is Wesley Newell, coming out of Nashville. We're going to start off with the crew. First of all, if y'all want to check us out, I want to make sure y'all subscribe to us on YouTube, the Urban Retrospect. Like us on Facebook, the Urban Retrospect, and follow us on Twitter, the Retrospect 1619. Let's get it.
Hold on. And hit them with the new joint. The www.theurbanretrospect.com.
Yeah,
you
just
started that up. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, if y'all don't know us, we're 6 friends, and we got one that's out here. He usually incognito. He comes and goes.
Like bro, man.
But we review black-owned products.
Yeah, we do.
So we're going to sit down and introduce myself. Like I said, my name is Wesley. Coming straight out of Nashville, from Alabama. Let's bring it out to Ken. Tell people what's up, Ken.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kendrick Cloud. I'm up here, born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. It's cold as, I almost said what I can't say. It's cold as a summer gun. Next week, the high temperature only gonna be about 25 all week.
Lord.
But you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're here, we're friends, and we're trying to give y'all our point of view from a regular person, a regular dude, average everyday point of view, man. So let's go.
All right, Perrin, go ahead.
Hey, this is your boy Simply P back in the building. Where he's up there in 22 degrees. I'm down in Florida. It's 66 degrees today. I had my shorts on, Ken. So sorry about that. So, hey, but born and raised in Brownsville, Tennessee, I represent Go Haywood Tomcat.
All right, Scott, let people know who you are.
I'm Scott Jones, representing Nashville, Tennessee, or the suburb of Nashville, which is called Hendersonville, Tennessee, originally from Louisville, Kentucky, and a graduate of Indiana State University. And right now it is 30 degrees in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Part of my house. Dog. Good Lord.
All right, next we have Big G.
How's everybody doing tonight? Well, thank everybody for showing up and checking us out, seeing what we're doing. Hope you like what we do. Greg Jones. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm a graduate of a real HBCU. It's called Kentucky State University. It's located in Frankfort, Kentucky. That's it.
And last but not least, we have Ramsey. James, tell the people.
Yes. Ramsey James, representing Tennessee State University, Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
By way of Tampa, Florida. Go Bucks. Glad to be here, ready to get into it.
Okay, cool. Now, one thing that we're doing this start this month is that we are starting a weight loss challenge.
Hey.
We'll call it the Get Fit and Talk Yo Challenge.
Hey.
So for 2 months, we're going to be wearing ourselves in every Sunday. Our goal is whoever loses the most weight loss percentage is going to be the winner. And the prize is a nice bottle of liquor.
Hey.
So, I mean, an expensive bottle of liquor.
Look at Big G.
You got a mind. You got a mind.
We want y'all, if you want to, y'all join us and get in. Because look, it's this time now. The bars, but everything's about to probably be opened up by the summer. And y'all want to get out. Y'all want to hit that beach. Y'all want to hit that rooftop bar. You want to be in shape.
Yeah.
Some of y'all are single. You want to get that honey.
Yeah.
You want to get that man.
I want to go to a B2K concert.
Man, I'm very disturbed you have this picture. Is that Trey Songz?
This is what I used to look like in college. What I used to look like in college.
You man got a picture of Trey Songz.
I got a picture. This is what
God.
I'm getting back to in college, cuz.
You couldn't help yourself.
I'm mad that he has that picture.
Yeah,
Hey, and just for the record, no, what it was is I didn't know how to crop it down. I got it. I had it for the playoffs.
And why you see like he look like he touching the
I know what you doing, kid.
Like
You right.
I'm pointing up
like
here.
he caressing the chest.
I'm pointing up here. If y'all look up,
God.
if y'all look up at the traps, if y'all look at the traps, y'all can see who it is. That's actually my
That
boy.
where your
LeBron
hand was at though. Your hand was at the trap.
That's LeBron James. Up in here, someplace you can see it says established 1984. That's
I
Bron.
like LeBron James, but I don't like him like that to have a shirtless pic of him.
Oh, God. Again, what fraternity you in? I forgot already.
Well, so if y'all want to join us in the challenge, feel free, you know,
That's just funny.
and hit us up and let us know how y'all doing too.
Exactly.
Once again, it's a 2-month challenge. We're gonna end
Oh boy,
from February to the end of March. So let's get it.
that's good.
Let's go. And basically what he's saying is I'm about to destroy everybody you looking at right now because they don't want to see me with my level of dedication. Greg down there eating right now. That's how I know he ain't gonna really look at him. Calories. Go ahead and pump them in, bro.
Look at, wait.
Get fit and talk your. Yeah.
You got some cabbage juice on your camera.
All right, y'all ready?
All right, let's get it going.
This week we are reviewing laundry detergent.
Yay.
We have picked a company called True. They're a black-owned, based out of Atlanta, Georgia, around Atlanta area. And basically, if y'all don't know, have y'all never seen us do this before, we basically just review the product on the pricing, the experience, and the overall use of the product. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's go with Ramsey. Tell us what your experience was with True.
So I brought the double pack that came with the fabric softener and the detergent. One thing that was really surprising, it arrived very quickly. Maybe because of our proximity to Atlanta, but I ordered, very convenient ordering. I thought the price was okay for what I was getting in comparison to the loads that you get in like a Sam's or a Costco. One thing that I did notice is it is unscented. And so some people like that. I like a little bit of scent in my detergent, especially because it's really, I think, meant for sensitive skin types. But just a little scent would have been nice. Overall, we washed, the kids' clothes in it, my clothes in it, towels, washcloths, stuff like that. And it's been okay. I don't know that much about, fabric softener or detergents. It seemed to do the job. However, I just felt like I would have wanted some scent in the product, but overall it was all right.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and go. I ordered the Free and Clear, as you can probably see. My daughter has eczema, so I have to buy, laundry detergent that doesn't have any scents or any kind of special things because her skin gets irritated. So I bought it. The price is decent, little bit, probably about the same as you'll spend for like a Tide in a Kroger or in a grocery store. I used it. To me, like Ramsey said earlier, I can't really tell the difference too much in the cleaning, but it did the job. It did the job. It arrived here on time. It arrived here pretty quick. Came about 3 days after I ordered it, and it was just regular. I just did the regular shipping for it. Overall, I mean, I think it was cool. The only thing is it just like you said, you got to order it online. If it was in stores, I would probably, and that accessible to it, I would probably buy it in the store. But but my overall experience was okay.
Well, one thing to that point, Wes, do you think the packaging is a little different, right? So
yeah, the packaging is different.
You mentioned Tide, and Tide comes in that. So pouring it was just a little.
Yeah, I felt that kind of too. One thing I've been noticing too that I use lately is I've been using the little gel packs, and they're pretty much easier because you just get one gel pack and just throw it in here. And these you got to pour it in, and like it comes into like Ramsey said, like a bag, so it doesn't have a real sturdy container, but it has the handle, so it's easy to carry around and stuff. So, all right, cool. Let's break it down. Let's go with pairing.
Hey, all right. So yeah, the price point was pretty good. I think it was what was it, $8.99, and I bought the True Heavy Duty detergent. The shipping and everything was straight. The product came right to your house. As soon as you basically order it, you get a email right away saying they shipping it off. So yeah, the packaging, like Ram said, I like the packaging because what it is, the big deal is the waste. So when you get done, you just ball it up and throw it in the garbage can. You won't have a big footprint, as they call it. But one thing I hate about it is that little cap. Wes, you still got your cap? I lost my cap on mine.
Cap.
I lost the cap.
Man,
so
you better
I suggest they put
on top of that.
Yeah, I suggest they put a little loop right here with the cap connected to it. Right here, put it right there. That's what I would say, man. But yeah, I lost the cap. I couldn't find it.
Hey,
as far as the overall use, okay, here's my story. All right, so this is a new, as Scott say, washing powder.
Yeah. Right. Washing powder.
Hey, this is a new detergent, and so we decided to use it on the white towels because we didn't want to use it on the clothes. We didn't want it to mess up because we tried something new. But I ain't tell my daughters. I just poured it in there and we washed it. Then my daughter when we got done, my daughter came up front while I was folding clothes. She's like, "Hey, Dad, on these white clothes, you forgot to put it in the bleach." But I put it in the bleach. And what she was saying was like, these clothes look dingier than the other washing powder. And I was like, oh. And then I started to notice like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't look as clean as the previous brand that we always use. So as far as that, I like the packaging, the shipping, the pricing. I like all of that. Overall use, as far as use, I mean, I didn't like the product as far as the outcome of the washing in the whites.
Okay. Let's go with Big G.
So I'm kind of springboard off Ramsey. I like something with scent in it, and I added it into I put the beads in mine, so to make I like scents. So but I felt like I washed colors, so I didn't wash white, so I wouldn't have noticed the difference. So I washed colors with them a few times, and I didn't notice any difference, and I did enjoy the beads that I did put in there. So I don't know if that negates.
You tainted it.
Yeah, he tainted it.
I don't know if I contaminated
I mixed it in with some Tide.
So basically, Greg wasn't committed.
Hey.
So what he did is that he tried.
I do like things. I do like scents, and so that was big to me. So I think if they can add some scents to their detergent, if it doesn't disturb the integrity of their product, I think that'd be a good way to go. I did enjoy the packaging. It did come in a timely manner, and I felt like it was, price point was not too bad. So, I don't know if I have a vote since I didn't use it purely, but I do. I would like them to have like a scent or something they can add to their product, to enhance it, the experience. That's it.
All right, Scott.
Righty. So I got the washing powder, or liquid, but I also got the fabric softener. So I did the combo like Ramsey did, 101 wash loads. I want to say it came up to about $40 total, and that's including shipping. In our household, again, it's no secret, we've been married with 20 years. In our household, the missus has been the one who mainly washes the clothes. I'm the dishwasher guy. She does the clothes. But from, her experience, what we usually use are the Tide Pods. So compare this to the Tide Pods. It's pretty good. You all mentioned the scent. That's one thing that Lucy said was the scent is okay. But what it is that you have to add the some of the fabric softener. The fabric softener is lavender scent.
Okay.
So that's something else to think about. But what she even said with that was that we usually may use what are the sheets, Gain fabric sheets. The scent just did not stay in there as long as the Gain would or does. So, but all in all, it washed the clothes. It didn't have me going around smelling bad or anything, so no complaints over this way. It's true to the game.
True.
I know you heard me on the radio.
True.
But no, it's cool though. No. Oh, and what did I say? Shipping, it was fast. I think I may have been one of the first ones to receive it in a box. It would ship nice. It came out of Atlanta, I believe, like Ramsey said. So that's probably why we got it so soon. But yeah, it was good. Goodbye.
Cool. All right, Ken.
So I bought the 50 load container right here. It was $8.99. So as everyone said, the pricing is really about the same. I was just looking up here. In comparison, we usually use Tide here. Right now at Target, they have Tide for $11.99, and that's for 64 loads. This size was for 50 loads. So, the price is about the same. Similar to everyone else, it got here fairly quickly, typical or standard shipping time. So I had no issue with that. I'm kind of mixed like everybody else about the packaging. While, Perrin brought up a great point that when it's all done, it's not going to take up a bunch of room. You can just squish it down, crumple it up, and go ahead and throw it up, which I do think, I hadn't originally thought about that, but I think that's probably pretty cool, to be honest with you. And it's a skinny package, if you will. So, it's a bit of a space saver. Now, all that said, kind of again what everyone else said, I wasn't all that impressed with it. I use it so it's hard to pry my wife away from her standard of what she wants to do. So I wash my own clothes because I think that she always messes my clothes up. But so
Because you don't pay.
Hey, that's okay. I don't care. She know I wash my clothes.
That's why he getting his can't fit challenge, because he need to lose weight because the weight keep on shrinking his shirts.
That might be true. That might be true. But
he try to get those shirts skinny, try to make it so like he got some muscles.
Listen, hey, so Wes got all these jokes, man. Did y'all know that Wes used to be in B2K? Just go to the website at www.urbanretrospect.com and you can see him sitting there.
Hey, did y'all know that kid got knocked out by Mike Tyson? Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes stunt double.
Y'all are crazy.
So, it just wasn't. It was an underwhelming experience, and I will tell you this: that what I usually do is when I'm if I've been working out, going to the gym, riding a bike, whatever it is, I do add an additive to even my Tide. To make sure everything gets out. I like to have a nice fresh smell. And like with this, even with the additive, it was just kind of like You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, I can't say that I can't say it was a bad product. It just didn't really impress me, you know. But I do think that everybody, you know, everybody should try it for themselves because it wasn't terrible. But you know, now I will say
you
this.
think so? So I do have a question. Do
What's
you
that?
think it's because products like Tide that we geek said Tide, they got a lot of chemicals in it?
Yep.
But
That could be it.
True is saying, look, these are clean chemicals. I don't have my thing, but I remember that was the thing is you not putting all those chemicals on your body. So
You're right.
that's what their thing is. Hey, we are detergent that's good for the environment. P mentioned the packaging as far as footprint. So I think some of it we've been conditioned because Tide putting all kinds of stuff. You don't even know what that stuff is, and you put it on your body.
Bro, there's nothing in this. I'm looking at it. It has water, surfactants, which are just antibiotic and non-neotic, fabric whitening agents. It does claim to have a fragrance. There's a preservative and colorants. So like if we throw out the preservative, throw out the colorants, and really throw out this weak fragrance, you're talking about it's water.
It's
water.
Hey, Ken, the last thing you forgot was it said contain no PFAS. Now that's what we work with at work. Now PFAS is hard to remove from water.
Yeah, just no phosphorus.
Yeah, we call it
No
PFAS
phosphorus,
at work. It's hard to remove from water. That is very cancerous, and it sticks to your fat cells. So that's one of the things. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, so that's why it was a great point that Ramsey just brought up. So
that's a very good point. And
it, you know, just for everybody, just for clarification, also, I don't think anybody mentioned it. This can be used in high efficiency washers.
Yep.
You know, so you don't have to worry about that. So I mean, again, if you have certain skin conditions, you might want to try it out and see if that is better for you and better for your skin and everything like that. So then maybe it would be worth the purchase for you.
All right. So at this time, we're going to give it the fist up or fist down. Now, after every time we review, we like to give a fist up or fist down. Just give us like our rating system, our approval. So we're going to rate this True Laundry. Let's go ahead and do it, fellas. We're going to give it a fist up or fist down on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Man, what does
G gave a dub. G gave a dub.
He giving the old white people pound. Why did you give that, G?
G crazy, man.
I'm conditioned. I will admit I'm conditioned. I'm hardwired. I'm marketing driven, and I like the smell of Tide. I like the smell of Gain. I like the smell of those big time detergents, big name detergents.
Right. Same company.
Tide too strong. Tide way too strong.
There's so many different Tides, P. You can get.
Yo, Tide on Gain. They on all that. They put in different bottles. Here you go. Pay extra for this Tide though.
Exactly. So I live in Cincinnati where they make all that stuff too. So it's all good.
That Procter & Gamble.
Yeah, Procter & Gamble.
Yeah. My dad worked there for
Big G get it right off the truck.
Right.
Hey.
Well, I'll tell you, Wes, for me, the reason why I couldn't give it a fist up, the biggest reason is with me not being just overly impressed or whatever, for me to have to go through the shipping process to get it. I mean, it's with the exception of me saying, hey, I'm specifically going to buy a Black-owned product. That's the only thing that would make me go.
I can understand for products like this. But products like this I can understand that because you don't sit there and plan out when you're gonna buy laundry detergent. When you order and ship, you're gonna have to plan it out because like a person like me, I wash clothes every 3 days. Mm-hmm. So I don't have time. Sometimes I might not have time to sit there and do shipping and wait. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes,
but it came quick. The reason I gave the fist up is if you go out and you get like free and clear Tide or free and clear, you're not going to get the same result. Like P was saying, it's like you can use bleach or you can use like a bleach alternative or something else. Right. That's, to me, if you want your white super white, you have to put that bleach in there.
You gotta put the bleach in. My daughter noticed that, yeah.
But if you like, hey, I don't like bleach, bleach irritates my skin, I'm gonna use this bleach alternative, you just not gonna get, so those chemicals make a difference, but those chemicals come with a cost.
You better put that joker on the second rinse and keep it stepping.
Hey, but go back to your
then
point.
Your water bill gonna be high.
But it goes back to the concept of Ramsey put us all together with the urban concept. If more of us buy this, then you would see this at a Kroger or a Walmart or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Then you don't have to worry about the whole shipping and getting it to your house.
I'll give you that. So I'll tell you what, all the fans.
Why Ramsey come up with this idea.
All the fans out there, if y'all want Ken to buy some more True, then y'all need to also
get at the store.
I do. Something well, so it will make it to the shelves.
Hey, we need to open a store called BO, Black Owned. That's all we gonna sell. Black owned product. As in BO.
People gonna turn around and say, hey man, y'all saying y'all got body odor?
Body odor, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. There ain't no body odor.
That's a catch.
All right. Now we're gonna get into the section we call it quick takes. On my first quick take, we're gonna talk about, since it's Black History Month, the shortest month of the year, we're gonna talk about our first moment when we remembered Black history at school. Let's start it off with the person that came up with this topic, Mr. Ramsey James.
So for me, my mother was the librarian in my elementary school. So she tried to do some things and highlight Black history. But as a community or school, I just don't remember a whole lot of emphasis in my classroom about it, right? So she could control what was in the library, on the little board coming in the library, but other than like learning in the classroom, I don't remember that. And that's all the way through high school, right? So in high school, I can't really remember, our teachers acknowledging Black History Month at all. And now here we are, 2021, and my children are in school, and I don't really think that school is doing a whole lot. Now, maybe they're, highlighting in a newsletter, but really it begs to think, should we definitely acknowledge Black History Month, but do the schools, period, need to incorporate more Black history into their lesson plans, right? So a lot of history gets omitted or really not discussed. I noticed in the books that they are assigned to read, there's no African-American authors. And even when I think about the African-American authors that I was assigned, or not assigned, that I read in my youth, they weren't assigned in school. They were just me or my mother kind of presenting the book. So I can't remember a whole lot of intentional history taught and acknowledgement of Black History Month outside of a few references that weren't, quite frankly, weren't enough.
Okay, let's go to Ken.
I'm actually a lot different. I grew up in what was probably the only all-Black suburb in Cleveland, Ohio, Warrensville Heights. Shout out to everybody from Warrensville that's checking us out. And with that being said, man, I can tell you my graduating class was like 98% Black. All right.
Wakanda forever.
Man, you know, and again, and we were a suburban, and let's keep it funky. I have engineers and doctors and entrepreneurs and bankers, everybody that I graduated with. So nurses, everybody that I graduated with, folks that went on to colleges, PWIs, HBCUs, we had everything. So we've always had Black History celebrations or acknowledgments during the whole month of February, to be 100% honest with you. And then with me going on to the best HBCU in the land, Tennessee State University, I was always aware of it, and I've taken it with me. When I used to work for the Air Force down in Texas, a little small town called Del Rio, I was the chairperson of the Black Heritage Committee, where my goal was to even make it fun, to acknowledge and highlight achievements of African Americans, and to let everybody know that Black history did not start with slavery, and further to let everybody know that Black history is American history.
Yes.
So, I understand why some people would say, well, maybe why some Blacks, let me say this, would say, maybe take it out of it, don't confine it to February. And I'm okay with that if it is incorporated into the rest of the curriculum. My little girl, I have a 5-year-old that's in the kindergarten, that is in kindergarten at a Catholic school up here. And while they acknowledged Martin Luther King Day, Martin Luther King's birthday, I asked her on Monday, like, what are we doing? Or what are they doing in school? Have they talked about Black History Month? And she's like, no, I don't understand that. And I helped her, understand that Carter G. Woodson, one of the good bros of Omega Psi-Phi, was the creator, the founder of Negro, I think it was Negro Achievement Week, that is turned into a month. I think it was changed by Gerald Ford, made a Black History Month in the 70s.
Did he make the week in February?
Yeah. Yes.
It was a week in February.
It was a week in February.
It was a day. Then it went to.
And then it went to a week, and then on to a month.
Why February though? It was the coldest month of the year.
Because it was centered. It was centered. Now the answer I used to know was either centered around his birthday or somebody. It's centered around somebody's birthday.
Okay, his birthday.
Like it might not be his.
It was like Lincoln's birthday.
Yes, a couple birthdays. Yeah.
Frederick Douglass' birthday is in February, I think.
So, and that might have been it, but it is centered around that he chose it for a particular reason. So it wasn't just arbitrary and because it was the shortest month of the year. But so that's what happened. So I do think that we have to do a better job of continuing to teach and highlight, and it's more than just Garrett Morgan, it's more than just slavery, it's more than just Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. It's Althea Gibson, it's Wilma Rudolph, it's Ed Temple, it's I just forgot to let Mae Jemison. I know I'm biased. Is there? But there's Mae Jemison. So there it's a lot of people there. You go back to there's just so many. I won't even continue. But so yes, I do think it needs to be continued. My first experience, I can't remember because it's always been there. And add to that, my father was also in the civil rights movement. So it was like, oh no, you're gonna learn about these things. So it's just there.
Did you get a dashiki as a hand-me-down?
No, I didn't get a dashiki, but
I'm talking about how he got free breakfasts at the Black Panther Party.
No, he wasn't. So he's become much more. He's become much more ornery as he's gotten older. But no, it was just much more a sense of being aware. So, I can remember being in high school and him introducing the principles of Kwanzaa to me. He even took me to a rites of passage to introduce it all to me. So again, this has never been something that's been abnormal to learn about Black history for me. Right. It is what I grew up with.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and hop in. My experience with Black History Month has mostly came from my parents. My mom was a school teacher. And so usually I went to schools that she taught at, and she was big in the Black History Month. She participated in the church. She was always in the church. When Black History Month came out, she always had presentations and stuff like that. So I got taught more back from home than I did in school. I'm not gonna lie. I was probably growing up, except for one elementary school I went to, I was on like the only Black or one other Black or the second Black in the class. That was a different dynamic, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, a lot of teachers did the easy way out. They talk about Martin Luther King, they were done, that was it, But it's so funny because, I still see that same type of thing today. And it's funny that you mentioned it. Like I was going on a sports personality Twitter here yesterday, and he put a picture of Blaine Bishop up and said that Blaine Bishop was a all-pro. He's the host on the radio station, and it's Black History Month. I said, so hold up. You highlighting Blaine Bishop. He put his picture because he work at the same radio station you work at. As you honoring Black History Month.
His one Black friend. That's what he said.
That's it. Hey, that's it right there.
One. That's it.
He said, did you know that Blaine Bishop was an all-pro? Played with two different teams. Did this with let this season the tackles, interceptions. I'm just like, wow, that makes you an icon in Black history. Okay. But that's the problem I see. Like I agree with Ken. Our history is American history, and it's just not with slavery, with different inventions, that we participated in. A couple of episodes, Scott told us about the person who did the stoplight. The person that invented the cell phone actually went to TSU.
That's it, Russell Senior.
His son was my roommate my freshman year in college. In ECI program. So there's a lot to us, and I think a lot of times people in the educational system take the easy way out because it's such a sensitive subject. But in order to heal and get through this racial divide that we've been having for a while, and just you can put a Band-Aid over it, you have to have some hurt, understand, and you got to heal. And I think just 1 month is just not going to do it. It really needs to be talked to, throughout the whole curriculum. But I do believe it does need to have some awareness to it. So that's my point to it.
It should be in U.S. Whenever we study the history of this country, the contributions of African Americans should be highlighted. They should not just talk about slavery.
Well, slavery is a big part because this country was built for free.
Right. I say it should just
free labor really
message.
Yeah.
Free labor really helped a lot of this country advance.
Country in the world.
Made it the most rich country in the year because you had 100 years of free labor.
So sitting here listening to y'all stories, it's like, wow. I would say a memory that I have of Black History Month. I was in the 7th grade, and we had to write an essay about somebody Black. And I chose Malcolm X. And when I turned that paper in, she passed it back to me and said, "Why are you so angry?" That's what she wrote on my paper. She wrote on my paper, "Why are you so angry?" And I thought to myself, I was like, what do you mean, why am I so angry? All y'all teach us is about about Martin Luther King. And it's like Malcolm X is the polar opposite of Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? It's like, far as their stance. They both wanted equality, but they had different means of going about getting it. And I just think I always tell my kids this. I said, if you have an advantage, are you gonna give that advantage up? No matter what, all the marching, the Black Lives Matters, and all the things that we've experienced just these last few years with that guy being in office, we saw another side of, or we saw what some of our grandparents saw and our parents saw. You know, it's that perspective that you can't describe to your kids, or you just tell them, oh yeah, it was this bad. Because when I just a quick thing, I remember living in Indianapolis. Me and my mom was on the south side of Indianapolis, and the south side wasn't the side that you go on. And my mom hated those big trucks, you know, the big trucks that sit up high. She hated that. Mm-hmm. I was like, why you don't like those trucks? She's like, son, you just don't know. She couldn't convey it to me. And when we were walking down the street, we heard the N-word hollered out one of those trucks. Mm. And it burned me. I was just, you know, any young guy is protective of their mother. You know what I'm saying? You get like superpower if you're fighting in front of your mom. So it was just one of those situations. It's just like, I think it's a waste of time trying to get people to see how this country has done us, and to use this month as, okay, you could talk about all because a lot of it boils down through all this terrible things that happen to some of our people. Some great things came out of these, some great miraculous things came from those crazy times. Some of the most intelligent, most innovative, and it was bred out of these terrible things. So
Big G, one I want to pause you right there, because maybe it's for us too. I've had conversations with my father who's older. He's telling me about some of his friends that have no idea about Black history. Mm. I've heard my father say that his friends said, what has Black people contributed other than slavery?
Wow. He
really didn't know.
These are Black friends or white friends?
These are Black people.
Wow.
No, wait.
I got a question. Are they everybody from Florida?
Shut up, man.
They was from Florida, but they didn't know. Even Wes tonight hit me to something. I was like, man, I ain't know that about the cell phone at TSU.
That was a big thing.
I always heard that the guy that made or invented the cell for the cell phone actually went to Knoxville College. That was something that I heard. KC.
The circuit.
We need to check all that. But I think that I like your point, G, because it gets deeper into, you know, racism and changing kind of paradigm shifts. But I think as far as Black history, I think it's good just from a African-American Black. We had that discussion, right?
Yeah. Black
history, African-American history, what that does for me, what that does to my children. And you're right, it goes way past slavery. I mean, yes, slavery is major because that's economics. And that's really what you the conversation today is about socioeconomics and what that did for other people. So I get you, but I definitely think, you know, there's so much history that needs to be communicated, not just in America, but, you know,
throughout the world.
Cool. All right, Perrin, let's go ahead.
Hey, so yeah, I grew up in Brownsville, Tennessee, West Tennessee. If y'all know Tennessee, you got West, Middle, and East. West is the blackest side. Middle is the mixed side. East is the whitest side. If you break it down like that, I've been there all my life. Y'all just getting there. But where I live, if you drive through I-40 in a nice car coming from Nashville going towards Memphis, I lived in a county where you would get pulled over as a black man in a nice car, or a black female driving a nice car. They would pull you over 9 times out of 10. So my family, give you a little history. My great-great-granddaddy had a tent city in his yard. Where tent city, for the people who don't know, that's where they do vote rallies. They get together, and that's where they slept overnight. I grew up in a very segregated county. Even when I was in high school, we had to have a white president and a black president my freshman year. And then we had to have a white secretary and then a black treasurer. And then my sophomore year, you had to switch it and have a black president every year, all throughout my years in college. So Black History was a big deal. My dad was the president of the NAACP for years. A little bit of history also. My great-great-great-great-granddaddy fought in the Civil War. He was part of the 54th Infantry. The movie Glory. My great-great-granddad was part of that story. He held the flag. Great story behind that. So Black History has been a big deal. The first time I remember we had to write a story. My mom told me this. I didn't know. My mom said that I wrote a story and I killed all the white people in the story, and they refused to grade it because all the white people got killed in my creative writing story, and they refused to grade it because they said that I'm killing white people. I don't remember that story, but that was a big deal back then. So Black History was a big deal, man. All my life, it's been running through my family. We have family members that got lynched because of voting, all this stuff. So Black History has been a big part of my life, all throughout school and all throughout outside of school.
All right, Scott, close us out on this topic.
All righty. Black history, and actually, Ken, you mentioned this. I think a couple of us mentioned this, but I'm just going to read this. Black History Month, why February? The remembrance has its roots in 1926 when historian Carter G. Woodson called for the observance of Negro History Week. Woodson chose February because it marked the birthdays of two Americans who greatly influenced the lives and social condition of African Americans. President Abraham Lincoln, who was born on February 12, 1809, and the abolitionist and former slave Frederick Douglass, whose exact date of birth in February 1818 is unknown. So that's why February was chosen. I'll sound bitter and say, hey, they're gonna give us the shortest month of the year. That's why they want to do it. But that's why. But honestly, they need to celebrate Black history all year.
365.
Everything we do is because of the contributions that we made to society. Even to this day, I'm gonna read one person that y'all probably didn't know, Dr. Joseph N. Jackson. You ever heard of him? What's something that we always ask? Where's the remote control? Yes, Dr. Jackson invented the remote control. Everyone who has enjoyed the use of their programmable VCR, DVR, TiVo, and television remote controls owes a thank you to Mr. Joseph N. Jackson. There's just so many inventions that have been made by Blacks, and they need to be shared to everyone and not just in one specific month. I don't know how it can be done. I don't know if you just need to wear t-shirts with inventions on it and let them see that, hey, what you are eating out of that peanut butter jar was made from a Black man by the name of George Washington Carver, or that gas mask that you need so you won't die was made by Garrett Morgan. I mean, the list goes on. So Blacks.
Those same gas masks that those people use to storm the Capitol with. A Black man.
Air conditioner unit. Black. Ironing board. Black. Tricycle. Black. So it's it's a lot. So to answer your question, it needs to be engraved in books. They just need to change all the books in these schools, and it needs to be just with regular history. So if we're going for the 1800s, just put the contributions of Blacks going, through those years, what have you, versus just trying to lump it all into 1 month and thinking that people gonna do it, because the more or the longer we're out here, the more and more I hear that it is less and less being done.
Vote. That's what it comes down to.
All right. We're going to lighten this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of fun right here. Like, we like to laugh. All right. This topic, we're going to go the things that you cannot say or do around your boys.
Hey, there you go.
Let's start it off with, let's go with Scott this time.
Hey, what is it, Scott?
So he gonna go to the one who don't know what the hell to say.
I got something.
I'll tell you one that you ain't gonna say that you never gonna hear the guy say. Go to the bathroom. Let's go. That's what the females do. We don't do that shit.
We don't go.
You know what I'm saying? That's crossing bad code. So
hey.
I'll
hey.
tell you another one, man. Your girl. Better not say that to me.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right, Ramsey.
Another one, even though I've broken this code, but you rarely hear around your boys like, man, y'all heard that new Cardi B or that new Destiny's Child? I've been bumping that Destiny's Child hard. Say my name. You're not gonna really tell them that you really love, that Destiny's Child.
That new Josie bumping, dog.
He's not there.
You're supposed to be listening to something hard, Jodeci.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna say you like the girl groups too.
Yeah.
So you can't say that Alicia Keys was bumping, huh?
Right. Like you singing it in the side. Right. Hey man, you rolling with your homeboy like, hey man, put on that Alicia Keys.
He said your whole boy bumping that Alicia Keys.
All right, kid.
Hey man, I got a good one, man. Listen, one thing it's not about nothing you can't say or do around, or something you can't do to your homeboy. You can't get a piece of linen nothing off your boy's face. You cannot
let that shit sit there.
You just gotta let that. I'd be like, hey, cuz, you got something.
Yeah.
Well, where is it?
That shit sitting up in there, they beard
like you can't pick nothing out your boy's beard. Don't never do that. That is definitely a man law violation, man.
Okay.
Right, P. Oh, G.
I got one.
I got one.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
All right, Big G, go ahead.
Hey, Ramsey, try this.
I am feature boy.
Yeah,
you can't feed your boy, dog.
That's a fight right there.
Yeah.
Fight.
Like,
You
man,
can't feed
shit
your
on my
boy.
face.
Especially holding it. Here you go.
Yeah, here you go. Try that shit. Blowing the suit.
All right, Pan.
Oh man. All right. When you go to the bathroom, all right. This if you got a whole bunch of urinals on the wall, we go in the bathroom. Do not use the urinal right next to me, unless the bathroom is packed. If it's just me and you in the bathroom, do not pee next to me. You got to space that shit out. You go down there, I go over here. Do not stand next to me, please.
AP or listen, if it's 3 of them and you walking in, you better not take the one in the middle.
It's next to me, exactly.
You're supposed to take one of them on the edge.
Yeah.
Don't force nobody to stand next to you.
You better go to the one in the
going
middle.
into the bathroom stall because I need to dry my shit off.
I got one. All right. Things you don't do, and one was done today. Put up a picture of a man, shirtless man, and you rubbing his chest.
That LeBron James on my head.
And say I want to look like this.
That's true. Hey, you know what though? Hey, you know what? I got one.
You do not do that on Zoom, fellas.
Hey, you know what? I got one. I got another one, man. Another man law violation. You
What's
do
that?
not tell your friends that you use a loofah to wipe your butthole. That's something you do
That
not
would
do.
be tough.
You don't do that one. Add up.
Yeah, because that begs another question, like, why? Why do you need your butthole
Oh my God.
That clean.
Exfoliated.
That exfoliated.
Yeah, you're right now. Oh my God. Oh my
You need your butthole exfoliated. Why?
All right. We're gonna come to the end of the show. Just gonna leave y'all with some words of wisdom. Now we got a new president, a new vice president, a new administration in office.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of people were protesting this summer because they didn't like the things that were going with the previous administration.
Mm-hmm.
And all I gotta say is we just need to keep that fight going. And don't just settle right now just because we got a new administration in there. We still need to fight for the rights, go out there and still vote.
Right.
Just because it's in there, you still gotta go out there, support and have that same vigor. Just don't sit there and think everything's good just because we just got a new administration in office.
There you go.
We still have a long hill to climb.
Yeah.
And this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
So just keep the same fight, keep the same energy, and change will come.
Good shot.
And this is gonna end us. This is gonna end us for the day.
Yes, sir.
Once again, y'all check out the new website, the urbanretrospect.com.
Hey.
Yes.
Make sure you subscribe on us on YouTube,
Yes.
the Urban Retrospect. Like
Yes.
us on Facebook, the Urban Retrospect, and follows us on Twitter, Retrospect1619.
There you go.
Once again, we're going to get a shout out to True Laundry Detergent.
True.
Make sure y'all check out the website. We got that information posted at the end of the show. Also, it'll be in the description as well. Once again, everybody be safe out there. Even though they got that vaccine, they got them variants.
Yeah.
They ain't mutating. Make sure you put on your mask, social distance, stay healthy. Also too, check us out. We're gonna have that. We're gonna give you updates on our weight, on the Get Fit, so you can talk your challenge.
Hey.
So get ready, because I'm gonna win.
On your boy,
and
right
also
here.
too, follow us on YouTube or subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, Retrospect1619.
Yeah.
And like us on Facebook. And also check out the brand new website, the urbanretrospect.com.
Hey.
Once again, thank us for checking us out. And like we like to say, love, peace, and retrospect.
King Cobra.